Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm Nancy Fox, the Business Fox, and welcome to Mindset Monday, another tip for you as we enter this new week. And today we're going to be talking about a really amazing topic. It's all about the mind-business connection. We often hear about the mind-body connection and how that can really have a tremendous healing effect on us, but we don't often hear about the mind-business connection, and that's really what I want to talk to you about today. Now, every week I release a new video and a mindset tip for your business and for your success. And if you're really enjoying this content, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button so that I can know that this content is relevant for you and that you're really liking it. And also because I want you to know when new material is going to be coming out for you that can be very impactful for your business. So do that, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get the alerts, and let's dive right in. Now today, I want to let you know that, I know that you guys are very conscious about doing really all the right things in your business, like doing the strategic work and doing the tactical research and all of that. And you're very smart folks. That's why you are working really diligently on your business, and you put all of the right strategy and all the right tactics in place, and you work really, really hard on your business. And for some reason, sometimes results don't go the way you want, and you're not quite sure, like you did all the right things, you prepped in the right ways, you did all your research, it really should have gone the way that you planned, but it didn't. Why? So very often, there are real underlying reasons why you don't get the results that you're looking for, and they're not very visible to us. We call them the blind spots. So today I really want to talk to you about the distinction between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, because very often winning the game of business is on the subconscious mindset side. So let's talk a little bit about the brain and the mind. The logical part of the mind, the part that we work on the most, the part of the brain that we train consciously the most is really our conscious mind, obviously, and the frontal lobe. And this is where we do all of our studying and our learning and our strategic thinking and our logical thinking, and that we work on a great deal. The part of the brain that's by the way, that is the largest part of the brain, but it is the part of the brain that has the least impact on our thinking ability, believe it or not. The biggest part of our brain is the smallest physically, but it has the greatest impact. The subconscious part of the brain is responsible for 80 to 90% of all of our thoughts. Crazy, right? Really crazy. And we don't get to work on any of it. We work only on the conscious. We're working on the 10% part of the brain that has the least impact, and the subconscious mind is the most powerful. It controls 80 to 90% of our thoughts, and we don't have any mastery over using it or controlling it. And that's why I want to talk to you about the mind-business connection today, because today we're going to really look at the subconscious mind. It's pretty fascinating stuff. Now let's remember that our subconscious mind has been hardwired and programmed since we were born. It's been gathering information, filing it away, and it really doesn't want to have us go into new territory because it feels like, to the subconscious mind, this feels very unsafe. So how are we going to ever get mastery over our subconscious mind when it's controlling so much, and we want it to be working in our favor when we go into new business situations? How are we ever going to get successful in the next meeting, in the next presentation, putting our content, closing the next client? I mean, all of that goes into, we have all these thoughts that are hindering us. We know when we are in the negative sphere of thinking, when our limiting beliefs are telling things like, I hope, or I'll try, or when we're feeling self-doubt, when we're feeling worry, when we're feeling fear of failure, when we're procrastinating, all of these things are symptoms that your subconscious mind is trying to keep you stuck and what it perceives as safe. All of the subconscious thoughts are almost always in the negative arena, almost always. And it is there to keep you protected. And so you're very familiar with self-doubt and worry and fear, but you're not very familiar with saying things like, I'm going to just rock this. I'm going to win. I'm always winning. I'm always making money. I'm always successful. Our minds don't really say that very frequently. I mean, even if we say them, very often underneath, we're not believing them because the limiting beliefs are often taking over. What do we do about this? I've got 3 tips for you and a bonus one. All right, so first of all, the first one is You really got to be present. Before you ever start any of these tips, you have to start getting present to your thoughts. When you're starting to hear yourself have doubt or fear or worry, and you're feeling it, like you're feeling anxious and you're doubtful, you know, you've got to go working on the subconscious mind ASAP. First tip, visualize. So all sports people know, professional sports athletes know this, actors know this, singers know this. People who are really accustomed to working on sports psychology or the psychology of performance have been very familiar with visualization processes. You're actually visualizing the experience that you would like to have. If you are a swimmer, you're visualizing swimming your laps, coming out of the pool, and breaking the time that you really wanted. Or if you are a singer, you're actually visualizing yourself hitting the high notes and actually hearing yourself hit the high notes and performing at your best and having the right harmonies, right? Or if you are an actor, seeing yourself getting applause, or if you're a speaker, you're seeing the audience laughing at all your jokes. Those are the visualizations that we really need to be putting in place when we want to have success. So in your business, you want to be visualizing having your potential clients nodding their heads when you're sharing with them, or saying I'm in, or saying yes, I'd like to work with you, or yes, where can I enroll? Those are the kinds of visualizations that you want to start having, and start actually walking your brain through the processes leading up to that end result. Okay, now the second step is critical, and the first step will not work unless you put step number 2 in place. Number 2, you've got to emotionalize. Now, you see, the brain is set up so that when you have a thought, immediately when the neurons are connecting, there's a chemical reaction. When there's a chemical reaction, we experience emotion. So when there's a chemical reaction, we know that we're feeling fear or anxious or doubt because we're feeling adrenaline or we're feeling cortisol. That's how we know that that's the emotion that we're feeling. So when we're feeling joy and happiness and elation and enthusiasm and giddiness, we have a different feeling. We feel light. We feel like this really wonderful experience in our chest, we just feel light. Those are because the chemicals, we need to start identifying, we need to start realizing that we can actually shift the emotions and teach our subconscious mind to activate the visualization that we just had. Emotionalizing your visualization is the catalyst for actually making it all happen, take place. So when you are in the visualization, you want to remember the emotions that you most love, that make you feel the best, and put those emotions in your body and in your mind, and start to let the chemicals emit so that you can actually have the catalyzation of that experience. When those components come together, your subconscious mind starts to accept them as real. Amazing stuff, but true, because your subconscious mind does not know what is real and what is not. It's only having thoughts. It doesn't give you a judgment. It just tells you, it just basically is on autopilot, and you need to reprogram it. So what's the third step? What do you do when you have these negative thoughts and it feels like you don't know how to control them or how to revert them into the positive? So what you really want to do is you want to use an interrupter, and I call it the keyword method. You want to snap out of it. So what you do is you find a short word that is memorable for you. It could be anything that makes you feel good or upbeat or positive. So it could be anything. It doesn't have to be, it could be a word like power or sunshine or dogs or flowers, anything, or success, any word that you want. And you want to use that word every time you're feeling doubt or worry or anxiety. Use the keyword flowers, and it'll snap you back into remembering that your self-doubt and your worry and anxiety are not real. They're just your subconscious mind trying to keep you stuck. Once you snap out of it and use that keyword, now you can go to work on saying to yourself, reaffirm, go back to the visualization, go back to a place that allows you to release yourself from limiting beliefs, and you start to put a new process in place. When you practice this on a regular basis, you're going to start to teach your subconscious mind how not to go to the default negative program and start to create the new positive program that you want for your future. Fabulous stuff. Your brain, your subconscious mind, they call it neuroplasticity because you really can retrain your brain. but you've got to practice it. And that's why I love the keyword method. Every time I'm feeling self-doubt or worry, every time my clients are feeling self-doubt or worry, I teach them to use the keyword interruption method. Snap out of it, and you can actually almost laugh about it, because you know now that your subconscious mind doesn't have power over you anymore. It's not real anymore. It doesn't have, you can shift the programming, you can rewire. All right, so I promised you a bonus tip. The bonus tip is, very often we hear that people tell us we should be using affirmations. Affirmations are I am statements, as if you're experiencing or having the things that you want in your life, like I am a winner, I am successful, I am earning $1 million a year, I am driving the Jaguar, I am, right? I mean, these are affirmations, and they are wonderful. They're a subset of the visualization. However, they will not work if you do not have any, if you don't believe that they're possible for you and you just say them. Your brain will not, your subconscious mind will not accept them. So you must find you can chunk it down. So let's say that one of the affirmations that you've been using that has not come to fruition yet is I'm making $1 million a year. You can start to chunk it down and say I am making $50,000 a month, or you can start to chunk it down. I'm making $10,000 a month, until you start to elevate your thinking level so that your brain can start to accept bigger and bigger and bigger affirmations. Otherwise, they will not work. All right, you guys. So those are my 3 primary mindset mastery tips for this Monday, and the bonus one. Now, if you're still struggling with confidence, or you're feeling like your business has gone into a dive and you don't know why, or you're feeling like you're in a slump and you're feeling the emotional pull and you don't really know how to pull out of it, you feel like your mindset is really in the doldrums and you need a way out, then I these videos that I do for you every week, I know are very helpful, but sometimes you need more personalized assistance. So I open up a couple of private discovery session slots every week, just for very motivated entrepreneurs who really want to take themselves and their business to the entirely new level. And when you really want to have when you want to have a breakthrough in your success, you need to have a breakthrough in your success blocks. And that's what we'll dive into in my discovery calls. They're complimentary, no strings attached. www.thebusinessfox.com/book a call. www.thebusinessfox.com/book a call, and I'll post the link below. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next Monday with another Mindset Monday tip. Hope this is great. By the way, love to see your comments. Let me know if you like these tips. Let me know if they're working for you. Let me know which ones you like the best, and keep me posted on new tips that you would really like to learn about when it comes to the mind business connection. All right, you guys have a great rest of the week. Nancy Fox, the Business Fox.